Myths or rumors are things created within a community to spark engagement and mystery. In the case of Roblox, there's been several myths in circulation, and some have gained a lot of popularity in recent years. One of the most popular of these rumors is of the user 1x1x1x1. 1x1x1x1 was a Roblox user who joined on October 25th, 2007. The account was banned around early 2009, but rumors of him started in around 2008, with them being still present to this day. His account seems to be unbanned, but is now named request 592-4523-4857-238947 due to a name reset exploit in 2010. Before getting into the reasoning and the truth behind these rumors, I want to share some videos and posts made by the Roblox community to emphasize how widespread this rumor has gotten. I first want to show off these two videos I found, which are pretty funny. The first video was uploaded on August 15th, 2011 by the Ali6743, titled 1x1x1x1 hacked my friend's server. The description says, me and my friend were at his place playing around, then somehow 1x1x1x1 hacked in and started spawn killing us. Take a look. I'm sorry guys, I should have told you how scary that was. Out of all the games, 1x1x1x1 decided to target this one with 3 people in the server. But yeah, as we saw, these guys were just playing and randomly music starts playing, the lighting changes, text flashes on the screen, and 1x1x1x1 supposedly appears and continuously kills them. This next video was published by the Smoot Girl on January 9th, 2014 and is titled Possible 1x1x1x1 Recent Hacking Exploit, January 2014. In the video, the Smoot Girl is playing Natural Disaster Survival when suddenly the music changes, sounds play, everyone's player model changes, the lighting changes, and honestly a bunch of other stuff happens. The main question I have though is how this person's PC didn't explode. They're getting like 1 FPS the whole video. Take a look. So I'm not going to show the entire video because it's like 10 minutes long, but you can search it up and take a look if you want. The rest of it is basically the same stuff. The music keeps changing, players keep dying, and yeah, same stuff. If you noticed, throughout the incident, there were a lot of dead player heads with the name 1x1x1x1. This is probably why the uploader thought 1x1x1x1 was the one doing the attack. Moving on to the Roblox forums archive, there's tons of posts and discussions about the supposed hacker. This guy named Freaked says on January 19th, 2009, 1x1x1 can probably hack the entire server if he wanted. He won't be QAs, it's illegal. No wonder the mods and admins are worried. Wow, that's crazy guys. He won't do it because it's illegal, okay? That's insane. This other guy named Lightbulbs2 made the post titled, Warning, Emergency, Info, any mods or admins, please, where he says, please PM me if you're on. I make some info about the newest hack hacker. I think it's 1x1x1x1. Please respond soon. Also, to prove it, I might need a small working tycoon game. Wow, what a hero, guys, okay? This guy needs a fully functioning game only made so he can prove of the hacker's existence, okay? This isn't an excuse for him to get a fully working tycoon game. No, nothing like that. He's a hero, guys, okay? Stop doubting him. There's tons of other posts about these kids talking about 1x1x1x1 and how dangerous he is. But I'm sorry to break it to you guys. I know this is gonna sadden some of you, okay? But 1x1x1x1 was never a hacker, okay? I know, very shocking. So this whole rumor on 1x1x1x1 was actually debunked in 2011, but people mostly ignored it and people just kept spreading the rumor around. So on July 13th, 2011, the Roblox moderator Mr. Doombringer made a post on the forums titled "The Real Story Behind 1x1x1x1. It states, "I posted this in a thread that subsequently died. I'm posting it here so you can refer back to it later. Keep the link to this forum. Distribute it. Tell people the truth, because the truth is actually quite boring." Let's talk about where the name comes from. Long ago, Telemon posted a number of stories about Roblox's backstory to the news. One of these included mentions of 2x2, the first brick, copied over and over. Every other brick were its descendants. Then in a footnote, he mentions the evil 1x1x1x1. So that's where the name comes from. Blame John. Let's talk about why people say he's a hacker. A guy whose name is long forgotten, not Zuka, found an exploit, not cheat engine, to insert control scripts into online places. He sent me a message telling me he had something to demonstrate. I joined him in Crossroads, and it started raining heads saying things along the lines of, "He's coming back," and 1x1x1x1 is coming for you, and the likes. People in the server freaked out. I found it hilarious. He gave me instructions on how it works, and I reported it to the devs. End of story. Other people, like Dignity, would find other ways to insert scripts, and people would assume that they have something to do with the hacker group, 1x1x1x1. Truth is, it was one guy playing off a Roblox lore thing. Get over it. It's that boring. So yeah, 1x1x1x1 was actually just a test account created by the former Roblox admin, John Shedlet Sky, and he was also the one who started the entire rumor in the first place. The post mentions that Shedlet Sky began the rumor in a footnote in one of his posts about Roblox's backstory. I was only able to find the first one on a Roblox blog posted on December 6th, 2006 by Shedlet Sky titled "Welcome." In it, there's a small excerpt at the top describing the previously mentioned 2x2 brick. I searched the page and can't find any footnote or mention of 1x1x1x1, so it might be in another post with these Roblox lore excerpts. I found an old forum post by Bojang 1E533 titled "The Alpha Brick," where he seems to have compiled all of the backstory excerpts, but who knows? Maybe this guy made all this up? I was only able to find the first one he includes. Either way, none of them mention 1x1x1x1, and since I don't have the official sources, I can't see the footnotes. So we can only assume that Mr. Doombringer is telling the truth, which he probably is. This meant that the entire myth originated from Roblox themselves, and they're the reason for this becoming such a big conspiracy. This is also proven by the original description of this hat named the Necrobloxicon. Using the Wayback Machine, we can see the original description, which states, "And there came into this world a great darkness, a being of pure hatred with the name of 1x1x1x1, or in later ages, simply the adversary. 1x1x1x1 is entity from the fourth dimension who loathes Robloxia for its 3D-ness and has vowed to destroy it. 1x1x1x1 was imprisoned by 2x2 at the dawn of time, yet there are those who seek to free him." I think this is meant to coincide with the Roblox backstory excerpts, but I'm not too sure. The description of the item has since been changed to "that is not dead which can eternal lie," and with strange Ians, even death may die, which is lame, okay? I'm not entirely sure why they changed it. It seems like Roblox actually acknowledges the myth, because 1x1x1x1 actually appeared in some of Roblox's events and has stuff named after him, so I'm not too sure why they changed it. Going back to Mr. Doombringer's post, he discusses where the account being a hacker rumor came from. He tells the story of someone showing him a method to insert control scripts into a Roblox game, and the person making heads rain along with text of 1x1x1x1 flashing on the screen. This is exactly the same thing that happened in both of the videos I showed and also the forum post I showed before. Now, in his recollection, he says how the person who showed this wasn't Zuka and the exploit wasn't cheat engine. I think he's being satirical here, and it was actually Zuka and the exploit was actually cheat engine, but it's tough to say due to it being text. Zuka was actually part of this myth and was believed to be in a hacker group with 1x1x1x1, or was actually 1x1x1x1. He isn't as popular and is only usually mentioned in conversations about 1x1x1x1. These posts from 2011 say he's a supposed hacker or exploiter. In reality, Zuka was a normal player who joined on November 2nd, 2007. According to the Roblox wiki, he was known for being a talented scripter and decent builder. The article talks about his skills and how he was highly liked in the community until he became toxic and began arguments in the Roblox forum. His account was terminated in mid-2009 for unknown reasons, but it's speculated to be because of inappropriate content. So yeah, Zuka was never a hacker and wasn't 1x1x1x1 either. Zuka's role in all of this is that he supposedly showed Mr. Doombringer of the cheat engine exploit that other exploiters would continue using. And 1x1x1x1 was just a boring account that was used as a test and was slandered, okay? People slandered his good name. All these rumors cultivated in 1x1x1x1 being blamed for most exploits from 2008 to even now. The rumors are honestly still being spread around, and it's pretty funny to see people create all these different types of stories. As I said before, Roblox actually acknowledges this myth, and 1x1x1x1 actually appeared in the recent The Classic Roblox event as a boss battle in several of the participating games. His design has been altered to look more menacing, but not gonna lie, they should have kept it like it actually was, since the simplistic design looks a lot creepier. 1x1x1x1 has become a popular figure in the Roblox community, and he's become Roblox's somewhat official antagonist. These next two rumors were also conceived as Roblox's antagonists, but didn't have much of a long-standing impact like 1x1x1x1. John Doe and Jane Doe are accounts created on June 25th, 2005, even though their join dates are listed as February 27th, 2006. Their account IDs are 2 and 3, making them the second and third accounts created on the website. They're usually brought up together in a conversation and are pretty much identical in their appearance. Unlike 1x1x1x1, this rumor didn't have as much traction in its early days and actually became popular around 2016. Not to say it wasn't being discussed. I found this old forum post by Cat8000 titled John Doe and Jane Doe, the real story, that clears up some of the discourse around that time. The post states, they did not die, they were not married, they did not kill anyone, and they were not cousins. So these were probably the questions being asked around that time. Now in 2016, a large rumor began that would spread rapidly around the community. The rumor was that on March 18th, 2017, Jane Doe and John Doe would come back and hack people's accounts. This obviously didn't happen. The myth was spread by YouTubers for clickbait and soon spread out, but nothing happened. The rumor actually got so big that Roblox officially responded to it with a blog post titled The Real Backstory of the John Doe and Jane Doe Myths on March 21st, 2017. The post states, for many years, there has been lore circulating around John Doe and Jane Doe within the community. This year, we've decided that it's time to shed some light about these accounts. Both John Doe and Jane Doe accounts were created by David Baszucki and Eric Castle in the early years of Roblox for testing purposes. These dummy accounts did not belong to any one player, and as such, they were given the placeholder names John Doe and Jane Doe. For all intents and purposes, both accounts are owned and maintained by Roblox. They cannot be used in any way to access or ban other players' accounts, and they're positively harmless. We promise that they're friendly. You may even see John or Jane Doe popping into a game sometime to say hello and wish everyone well. A few years ago, we observed that some players could add John Doe and Jane Doe to their friends and followers lists on Roblox, or award these test accounts with badges. We have since disabled this ability. In the following weeks, we will be clearing out both accounts from any friends or badges that were added involuntarily, and John and Jane Doe will also be outfitted with a new set of Roblox branded clothes. So yeah, John Doe and Jane Doe were just official test accounts created by Roblox's CEOs. The post then ends by showing off the new designs for John Doe and Jane Doe, and they're pretty lame, okay? They're boring. The old ones were much better. For some reason though, John Doe's avatar is entirely different from what was shown, while Jane Doe's was changed to it. Maybe John Doe went rogue, okay? Maybe he's out of his mind, maybe he's crazy, and maybe he's actually gonna hack us. We don't know. Why is his avatar different? What's going on here? Roblox Roblox's official support page on hacking rumors and hoaxes also cites this rumor about John Doe and Jane Doe, and also mentions the frequent rumor of Roblox being shut down. But yeah, that's where this myth ends, and these two have become pretty popular in the Roblox community ever since this rumor's inception. Someone whose name wasn't generic and had a totally different reason for his notoriety is Tinfoilbot. Tinfoilbot was a user whose account was created on October 15th, 2011. I'm sure the fetuses watching this video have probably never heard of this guy, but there was a lot of mystery surrounding him from his creation until like 2017. His popularity was mostly associated with the YouTube account with the same name. The videos portrayed Tin as a toxic kid with horrible grammar. Take a look at one of his videos.
Tin the motivator. You idiot. No, don't go. Stop. Something has happened to my screen that's not a bigger view.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie guys, this is actually better than Skibidi Toilet. We need to like do a government mandate about kids watching this like continuously. This guy needs to be studied. But that's basically what would happen in the videos. This supposed kid would add voiceover while he plays Roblox, and it was pretty funny for the time. It's basically brain rot, but not gonna lie, I used to watch this as a kid and I turned out perfectly fine. Right guys, right? Tin also got popular because of the satirical nature of his games. The games had this weirdly drawn style that made it seem like a kid was just piecing things together. Now, the mystery around Tin was based on his identity. Nobody knew who was behind the account, if it was an actual kid or just a dude playing a character. For most, it should have been obvious that it was just a character being played, but still, people questioned who was creating these masterpieces. Intricate questions like these sparked on the Roblox forums, stating, who was Tinfoilbot? Just some random black kid who got popular for no reason? What a great question, dude. And this one, why is Tinfoilbot so popular? Is there something wrong with him or something? All I have seen are crappy clothes and places of his, and people are buying and visiting them like crazy. The common belief was that Tin was either a guy named Mecha Waffle or Merely. He was believed to be Mecha Waffle because a screenshot would float around of Merely confirming it, and he was accused of being Merely because Merely would be included and referenced in a lot of Tin's videos. His identity became more of a question when he would release these creepy videos of himself wearing a mask and acting weird. Take a look. Now, I haven't heard of Tin in a while actually, and just did some research on him because of this video. Surprisingly, he actually revealed himself to be a user named JustPlas. Well, he didn't really reveal it at first. He was actually uncovered by a user named JPJar. This video by Nerpence goes deeper into how his identity was uncovered, so check it out if you're interested in this specific case. But in short, JustPlas would promote the account on the forums and say things like funniest profile ever to garner attention on the account. The link JustPlas attached would be pointed out by JPJar as his own, since the link he attached is only given when a user is logged into that account. So JPJar knew of his identity since November 26th, 2011. This guy's better than Sherlock Holmes, guys, okay? He's a real detective. There's some other stuff Nerpence goes over in the video to prove this connection, and all of it is true. Tin also disappeared in 2018, and Nerpence also explains why. He says that Tin used the account to make some cash, and because of his games and YouTube not being as big as he expected, he abandoned it entirely. JustPlas wouldn't contest these arguments, and the description of his profile admits this, stating, I am the creator of Tinfoilbot, and I used to make satirical music videos, skits, and games, often satirizing Roblox noobs. So yeah, the mystery of Tin ended there, and it was someone named JustPlas behind it all. The Tinfoilbot character is pretty much dead at this point, and the last post on his Roblox group is from December 19th, 2023. I'm not sure if the guy's ever gonna come back, and and honestly, I don't think his return is super anticipated or anything like that. The appeal of Tinfoilbot was the mystery around his identity. It was some mysterious dude talking and acting like a toxic kid, which is funny. But now that his identity is revealed, that appeal's pretty much gone. Now when you hear his voice, or see him doing the stuff he does in the videos, you visualize a grown man acting like he's a little kid, which isn't right. Now the last thing I want to talk about are the rumors and myths of Roblox being shut down or being bought by a large corporation like Disney. I would and still do see these rumors being spread around like every single year. If you would go on the forums, there would be people talking about Roblox being bought by Disney. If you go on YouTube, there's people making claims of Roblox shutting down. Listen to me, okay guys, listen to me very closely. I'm giving you valuable information here, okay? Roblox is a giant corporation at this point that will most likely never be bought or shut down. At least not now. Maybe something will happen where they lose a ton of money, which I doubt and hope never happens. That makes them go into these options. But at the current state of the website, I really doubt it. But yeah, those were some of the most interesting Roblox rumors and myths. Roblox has been around for many years, and it's fun to see the different rumors people spread around the site. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Subscribe to me, of course. Follow my Instagram at blingmcqueen, and take care.